One of the longest winning streaks heading into 2023 is actually David Carr. He racked up 55 wins before falling to Hunter Willits at the national championships. But he fought back through the con season, won 6 straight matches, and earned the number 8 spot on this list. So who's in the top 5 and which guy could break history with his winning streak? Let's stop stalling and start talking wrestling. What's going on, wrestling fans? My name's Josiah, and welcome to Fanco Wrestling, your source for college wrestling news and discussion. And I'm not sure if you've heard the news, but I'm on a mission to pass Flow Wrestling in subscribers. They're at over 130,000 right now, and while I love our awesome community of 28,000, I want to be able to show everybody that we are the best wrestling community here on YouTube. So hit the subscribe button so we can get it done together. Speaking of rivalries, at number 7 and number 6 on this list are two guys at the same weight. While AJ Ferrari has nearly twice the wins as Max Dean, Dean is the reigning national champion. Ferrari has a streak of 20 straight wins and only one collegiate loss, that coming to Noah Adams, who has since graduated. On the other hand, Dean has a streak of only 11 straight wins because his loss came last season to Cam Caffey. And the scary part is he's back in the field. Now, it's totally possible that both Dean and Ferrari go undefeated throughout the next season, make the national finals, and face off the 2021 national champ versus the 2022 national champ to see who's the best. I'll be honest, the number 5 spot isn't as exciting because he's the only 174-pounder on this list. That, of course, is Penn State's Carter Starace. Starace hasn't lost a match since the 2021 Big Ten Championships when he lost to Michael Kemmer. And since that time, he has beat Kemmer twice. But I'm telling you right now that Virginia Tech's Mekhi Lewis is on a mission to break that win streak and beat Carter Starace. Good news, the number 4 spot is a little bit more interesting. Last year alone, this next wrestler racked up 25 straight wins. But he could be tested at his weight by another national champion. I'm talking about Keegan O'Toole of Mizzou at 165 pounds, who has a 29-match winning streak. His last loss came to Jake Wenzel in the same year that he ended up making the national finals. But now O'Toole is a national champion, and David Carr, former national champion, may be bumping up to take him on. With two guys known for producing win streaks, this Big 12 rivalry is going to be nuts. Don't be shocked if they go back and forth, with both coming out with flaws on their resume. Now, the next two wrestlers have similar streaks, and both of their last losses are to the same guy. At the number 3 spot, and as the last Penn Stater on this list, Roman Bravo Young has 36 straight wins, including 2 flawless seasons where he was a national champion. Let's put it this way, his last loss came right before the pandemic started, and that seems like forever ago, doesn't it? RBY's last loss was to Sebastian Rivera at the 2020 Big Ten Championships. And just a year prior to that, Rivera actually beat Spencer Lee at that year's Big Tens. Since that time, though, Lee has kept accumulating the wins with a 38-match winning streak and 2 undefeated seasons. And I guess he was undefeated last year too, but yeah, he ended up getting injured. So that leaves the number 1 longest winning streak, and I'm going to tell you how this guy could make history. At 75 straight wins, yeah, that's nearly double Spencer Lee's, this winning streak is at the heights of one we haven't seen in quite a few years. Yanni Diakomahalis of Cornell hasn't lost since 2017 when he fell to Jaden Ironman. Ironman at the time was at Mizzou. So it's been 5 years since Yanni lost in college. And if Yanni continues to win and has a similar record to last year, that was 28-0, he could break into one of the top 5 longest winning streaks in Division I history. Speaking of history, if you haven't watched this video on the top 10 Iowa Hawkeyes of all time, I recommend you check it out. You're going to be surprised at where I put Spencer Lee on that list.